Hey, welcome to a new video. In this video, you'll learn how to use ChatGPT to create a Python program which processes multiple Excel files. By processing, I mean modifying each Excel file. For example, adding a new column, which is the product of other two columns. So let's look at an example. So I want you to please go to the resources of this lecture and download these three files from there. Then, in Thony, we have the section 2 directory, right? Now, in this directory, I want to create a new directory called Excel_files. So please use the same name just to be in line with what I'm doing here. So there we go, we have created an empty Excel_files directory. We want to place those files inside this directory now. So I'll do that from my Windows Explorer. So I'll copy these. So I hope you downloaded them. So you want to copy them and then go to that directory that you see in Thony. So in my case, that's C users as ChatGPT course section 2 Excel_files. So paste the files in there. Right, so if I expand Excel files now, I should see these three XLSX files. Now, what do these files contain? So let's open the first one. That's what we have. We have a header, employee and monthly salary. So these two are the labels for the two columns, the employee column and the monthly salary column. So we have John Smith, which has this monthly salary, and Andy Smith, which has this other salary. And the other files are similar, so they have a similar structure, two columns, employee and monthly salary, and that's the names of the employee and the salary. So please do not modify the Excel files. And the third file as well, employee monthly salary, John Smith, that salary, Andy Smith, that salary. So it's just some sample files. Now, what we want to do is we want to add a new column. So we want to create a program which adds a new column called annual salary. And that column will be equal to the monthly salary value times 12. So we will calculate the annual salary based on the monthly salary. And we'll do that for all the files at once. So this is a very good example on how you can use ChatGPT to batch process many files, many Excel files in seconds. So let's go to ChatGPT. And you know the formula now, so we want to explain what you have currently. So the inputs, I have multiple Excel files in a folder named, so you want to give the exact name of the folder here. So make sure to have the name correctly. So in my case, it is Excel_files, Excel_files. So then you want to explain what each of these Excel files contain. Each Excel file contains two columns, an employee column and a monthly salary column. Now here you want to be very careful with the names of your columns. So the names have to match exactly the names of your columns in the actual files. So make sure to double check that. So employee, monthly salary. So there's a space between monthly and salary. It's not an underscore. So you want to make sure about that because the program then will use these names to process your Excel columns. Also, you want to be very specific with the case of the letters. So if your employee column has all lowercase, you cannot have here employee with capital E because that will not work. So things are case sensitive here. And of course, the same goes with any name. So file names, folder names, column names, everything has to match exactly to describe what your input data are. Right, so that we explained the input data. Now, do we have a problem here in the sense that do we want to fix something in the data? No, it's not really a problem, it's something we want to do. So you can go and explain what you want to do. I want to add a new annual salary column to each Excel file, right? And then you want to proceed with explaining what this annual salary column should have as value. The annual salary column should be equal to monthly salary times 12, right? So we give a formula here, just using natural language. And that's all you need to describe your problem. So you want to reread this, what you wrote here, make sure that a human would understand that. If a human understands it, so does ChatGPT. So conclude your query with write me a Python script for that and press enter to execute. So there we go, we get the script being printed out in here. That's the folder Excel files that reflects the name of the folder I gave in here in my query. So there we go. Let's copy this code. Go to Thony. Let's close everything we've got here and let's write. So I am in section 2 folder. So in here I'll create a new file, lecture3.py. Place the code there, save, and you've got this lecture3.py in here. So in the same directory we have Excel files folder, so lecture3 Excel files. Now let's run this and you're gonna get an error and we'll fix that error in the next video. So run. There we have the error, so that's the entire error. That means things didn't work out in here. So if you go back one folder, go to section 2 again, you'll not see any changes. Even if you open your input files, so I'm in the Excel files directory here, so if I open input1.xlsx, there's no annual salary column here. Why? That's because we got an error this time, so there was a problem. But there's nothing to worry about, we'll fix this problem in the next video. I'll give you the instructions on how to easily fix these kinds of errors. So that's something new you'll learn in the next video. I'll see you there.